boys and girls, how are you? I hope you all had a great Easter break. Today is Monday, April 20th, 2020, and I sure do miss you guys a lot. But I'm back to teach you about your letters and about other cool stuff. Okay, so here we go. Let's start up with our new letter of the week. All right, and let me see if you guys can guess what it is. You know what letter this is? Right, it's the letter G. This is an uppercase G, and here is a lowercase g. Let's look at some things that begin with the letter G. Here we have gumball, golf, glass, gate, gloves, grass, glue, glasses, and grapes. So with all those words, so what sound does G make then? You hear the g sound in all those words? That's right, G makes the g sound. Every letter makes a sound. G says g. G says g. Very good. And there is another important word that begins with G. Someone in our class has this name, Grayson. Grayson begins with the letter G. Grayson. Good job. Another thing that I wanted to talk about the letter G is garden. Garden. Who has a garden at their house? Yeah? You have some flowers in it? Or maybe you grow some fruits and vegetables like tomatoes and cucumbers, maybe peppers or strawberries. They would all be nice things to grow in a garden. Hey, grow. Grow. Does that also begin with G? Yeah, I hear it too. All right, so I thought it would be, before we move on to our book though, let me show you how to make the letter G. All right, so when we make a G, we start out with a big C, and we learned C way back in December. So you should all know how to make a letter C. So we have a big C, and then at the bottom of the C, you just pull a straight line in. All right? A big C around and pull the straight line in. So those are two big uppercase G's. Now I'm going to show you how to make a lowercase G. You do a little circle. Just a little circle, a small circle, and then you go back up, pull down, and he goes fishing. Think like a little fishing hook. Little circle, pull down, and he goes fishing. All right, so there we have our uppercase G and our lowercase g. All right, so back to the gardening. I have a little neat book that I found for you guys. It is called Seed to Plant, and it sort of teaches you all about how different flowers and fruits and vegetables grow. So you probably all know this, but first you have to start out with a little seed. All right, just like the book says, and then it finally grows into a plant. That's why it's called Seed to Plant. So here we go. This is kind of like a science-y book. It's fun. This says, what is a plant? Oh, what is a plant? A plant is a living thing. It stays in one place, but it grows and changes just like you. Plants can be big or small. Some have flowers. Others also grow fruit. Trees are plants too. And that shows you right there, that's a tangerine tree. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice to have in your yard, a tangerine tree? And that right there is an orchid. Plants are a big part of our world. Farmers grow fruits and vegetables. These plants give us food. What's your favorite fruit or vegetable? I think my favorite fruit is strawberries. And my favorite vegetable, I love cucumbers. I love broccoli, actually. Broccoli is really good for you too. Some plants can be used to make clothing. Your t-shirt is made from cotton plants. Other plants are cozy homes for animals. So there's a little bear in a tree. And remember we said trees were plants? And there's a cotton farmer. This talks about all parts of a plant. You can use your body to remember the parts of a plant. So roots are kind of like the feet, and they hold the plant into the ground. The stem helps the plant stand tall. So it's sort of like your body, standing tall. And the leaves soak up the sunlight, sort of like your arms would be. The root. So this is all about how a plant begins. Here we go. There's the little seed. The seed splits open and a shoot pushes out. This is a big word. It's called germination. A new plant is beginning. A seedling starts to grow. Roots reach down into the soil. A stem pushes up into the air. So when you garden, you have gardening gloves and like a gardening little shovel, and you have to dig in the ground and plant the little seed, and then that's what happens. It grows up into that plant, the root. And remember what that is? They're the roots. And the stem and the leaves. Just like you, a plant grows bigger and bigger. The roots spread out and down into the soil. The stem gets thicker and stronger. More leaves and branches grow. Now here's some things that plants need. We've all talked about this before. Plants need water, soil, which is dirt, food, sunlight, air, and also space. They can't be too crowded. So when you're planting a garden, you don't want everything to be too crowded together. You have to let the roots grow, and you have to kind of let the plants breathe in the garden to grow nice and strong. Water and some food come from the soil. The roots soak them up. Look at all those roots under the ground. Did you know that was under the ground? Isn't that crazy? Sunlight and air enter through the leaves. Plants use them to make more food. And just like I said, plants need space to grow big and strong. Here's a little bit about flowers. Many plants grow flowers. They start as a bump called a bud. The bud slowly opens and petals gently unfold. So you've seen that, I bet, all around on the trees and in the ground. You see all the pretty flowers grow. And surprise, it's a flower. Look at that pretty flower. Flowers make a sticky powder called pollen. Pollen sticks to birds and bees when they fly from flower to flower. So if you look outside, and a lot of times there's that like green stuff on your car or maybe on your patio furniture, that's pollen. And even though it's very, very good for the flowers, it can make you sneeze and cough.
And you can be allergic to it.
Yes, you can be allergic to pollen. That was what Sarah, my scientist, said. Then the pollen rubs off on other flowers, and this is called pollination. It helps flowers make seeds. Plants keep seeds in different places. Many plants grow a case around the seed. The case is called a pod. Now that right there is a pea pod. You know what? A lot of people grow string beans in their gardens. My grandfather used to grow yummy, yummy string beans in his garden. And look, see the orange? See all the seeds? Is that a strawberry? All those little tiny things on a strawberry are all seeds. And as I said before, you can plant strawberries in your garden. And now the seeds take a trip. Some float on the wind, and others are carried away by animals. The seeds fall to the ground, and soon they sprout, and a new plant begins. Look what you can grow from plants. The panda's eating a bamboo plant. The girl's eating a watermelon. And that's it. And here's a little thing if you want to grow a garden in your house. You can plant a bean, a lima bean. All right, so that's pretty neat, right? Now you know how gardens grow and how trees grow and flowers grow. So Mrs. Ricchetti, the next video you're gonna watch is from Mrs. Ricchetti, and she has a really cool project for you to do about gardening. All right, I hope you had fun learning about the letter G and learning all about gardens and how things grow. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Mwah. Have a great day.